A lady named Maya Kay was stood at the foot of a long drive facing two old but well-maintained cottages. She had taken this rental on the faith that it was as marvelous as Jane had promised her, and Maya had to agree, it was beautiful. The adjoining cottage looked extremely well kept. The lawns were groomed to perfection, flower beds color coordinated. The house and fencing looked like it had just been painted. Maya made a mental note to keep on top of her garden as not to upset the neighbors. After years of living in an unhappy marriage, this move was the new start she had longed for. Upon walking down the drive to her new home, Maya noticed an elderly lady in the garden next door. She waved at Maya and walked over to the fence separating them. "Hello, my name is Ellen," said the neighbor. "Hello, I'm Maya and I'm moving in today." Ellen smiled. Maya couldn't help but notice now she was close up every one of Ellen's teeth was nearly black. She stopped herself, staring, feeling rude for noticing. "I won't keep you, I'm sure you are busy," said Ellen. "Not many stay in this house for long, I hope your stay will be different." Maya was surprised to learn this. The area looked picturesque and this neighbor seemed polite. "Why do you think the people renting this cottage move on so quickly?" pressed Maya. Ellen gave a sheepish smile, almost apologizing for what she was about to say, then replied, "They say this place is haunted." "Does that scare you, Maya?" Maya was taken aback and responded, "No, not at all," she replied with a light giggle. "I don't believe in all that stuff." "Good, I am glad to hear that," said Ellen. "I will see you again, Maya. Happy moving day." And with that Ellen walked back to tend to her flower beds. The next morning Maya woke to her mobile phone ringing, half confused about where she was. She had slept very well, although after moving she had been exhausted. "Hello," Maya yawned into the phone. "Hi Maya, it's Jane. Sorry I didn't get chance to call to see you yesterday, I was crazy busy." Jane was Maya's real estate agent, and had become one of her good friends over the weeks of trying to find a new home. "It's okay," replied Maya. "I managed to get everything in, I just have the fun job of unpacking it all." Jane laughed. "Oh, and I met the lady next door. She seems lovely." "She was very welcoming," said Maya. This made Jane pause, causing Maya to ask if Jane was still on the line. "Are you there, Jane?" "Yes, sorry," replied Jane. "Which neighbor did you speak to, Maya?" Jane inquired. "There is only one cottage next door to mine. Her name is Ellen." "Have you not met?" replied Maya. Jane paused again, making Maya feel uncomfortable, although she wasn't completely sure why. After what seemed like hours, Jane finally said, "Maya, no one lives in that cottage. Well, they didn't when I went by there 2 days ago. It's been empty for 9 years, ever since the lady who lived there had a fall and died, if I'm remembering right." Maya dropped the phone and walked outside onto the drive and faced the cottage next door. Gone was the pretty flower beds and lovely painted fencing. Now she was looking at a cottage that had boarded up windows, unkept lawns, and chipped rotting fencing. It clearly hadn't been lived in for years.